What up, guys? You ready for some motivational shit right now? Good. So, I want to show you this, okay? As you can see, the picture, there's a quote. I'll turn it around. This tape has been there since 2023 when we lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. The very next day, I put this up. And this was Jalen Hurts' quote. And I'm going to read it to you guys real quick. We came up short. I think the beautiful part about it is everyone experiences different pains. Everyone experiences different agonies of life. But you decide if you want to learn from it. You decide if you want that to be a teachable moment. I know I do. Jalen Hurts. And as we saw on Sunday, I had no idea about the phone thing, that this was the background to or the whatever on his phone or some shit, that he used it as motivation. So perfect thing to happen for it to go down. And I'm going to explain. I'm not going to drag this video out or anything, make it longer than it needs to be. Of course, shout out to the motherfucking Eagles, boy. Gotta represent. But I'm going to explain to you the one word that won us the Super Bowl, but not only the Super Bowl, but the whole season of why we were able to do what we did, okay? And this is a word that doesn't get thrown around a lot in all of professional sports, especially team sports, okay? You ready for this? Selflessness. Selflessness. The Eagles this year were completely selfless, minus the wide receivers getting a little in their feelings about Saquon busting 100-yard runs and shit, and their roles being a little bit, diminished. But that it was all for the greater good. And all year, from what I noticed, is wherever the slack needed to get picked up, it got picked up. If that meant that a wide receiver needed to lay down a block for Saquon so he could run 70 yards to the house, then that's what they did. If that meant that Saquon had to pick up a block for Jalen Hurts so he didn't get sacked and so he could throw a touchdown like he did in the Super Bowl, then that's what we did. Every single person out there, from the people on the line to the people who were receivers to the defensive people, everybody put everything out there. So we weren't going to leave a chance of even a fucking 0.5% chance of losing that game. I tried to tell people all year round. I really did. I could look back on so many different things where the whole year I was telling people, don't trip, we got this. We're going to do it. It was rocky in the beginning, I'll give you that. But the way that it came together, I mean, shit, we won the last damn near 12, 13 games of the season or whatever, especially with Jalen Hurts. We only lost that one game to Jaden Daniels because our quarterback got hurt. No shit, your quarterback's going to get hurt, things are going to change, And still, we barely lost. So I'm just ecstatic that the game went the way it went. And honestly, it's hard for there to be an MVP. The whole team was filled with MVPs, in my opinion. And just so many things were broken and so many ceilings shattered, or whatever you want to say, of Cooper DeJean on defense, a cornerback, scoring a touchdown on a pick six on his birthday in the Super Bowl, 22 years old. How can you even compare that to anything? Saquon, everybody tripped out about his record and whatever and how we sat him down. We sat him down for those reasons, to get us to where we needed to be. And what ended up happening? He still ended up beating that Terrell Davis dude's record for most yards in a season, a total season, and he beat Eric Dickerson's record of having a 200-yard game in the playoffs and in the season, except Saquon did it in 1 year. Eric Dickerson did it in multiple years. So say what you will about, like, Eric Dickerson can keep that record. I don't really think Saquon's tripping on that. And, like, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing for Philadelphia. It's a great thing. Like, I'm not even going to lay into the Chiefs as much as I really want to and everything. We deserve this shit. We deserved this shit 2 years ago when we got robbed, but it is what it is. We couldn't make it happen the next year, but we were able to make it happen this year. We were able to stop the three-peat, which I didn't even realize when we won the Super Bowl last time, we stopped the Patriots from a three-peat because they won the year before and they won the year after us in 2018. So if we hadn't won that one, then the Patriots would have a three-peat. So we're the reason, the Eagles are the reason that there is no three-peat situation that I'm aware of, at least, or recently or whatever. So, I'm so proud of the Eagles, man. The way we played, like, that's how you play football. You don't play football and you don't flop around and you don't act and you don't hope that someone gets called for this and that. You play the fucking game. A.J. Brown had a touchdown. Devontae Smith had a touchdown. Jalen Hurts had a touchdown. Saquon Barkley didn't have a touchdown, but he had an awesome block that allowed us to get down there. Like, and that's exactly what I'll bring it back to the selflessness, okay? Saquon didn't give a shit about running the ball. And they thought, the Chiefs really thought if they contained him that would somehow just oh no, what will we do now? And that's what I mean about picking up that slack. It's like they stop the run, then we're going to throw the ball. Then they start trying to fuck with the throwing game. Then we start running it again. Maybe then we do some play action. Then, it's just no matter which way, we had the defense go out there and be beasts. And then we had the offense go out there and be beasts. We got them to change possessions 4 different times, including 2 interceptions, one which was a pick six, another one from Zach Bond, one of my favorite pickups of the recent times. Hopefully, I really hope we re-sign him. He really, really had a great year. And that's what I'm saying, man. It's hard to even think. The whole team, in my opinion, deserves the MVP. Because that whole team as a whole unit together had each other's backs and just was willing to do whatever it took to win and to motivate each other and to push each other. And it was just something that, it just had that same feeling that the momentum had in 2018 when we won the Super Bowl the last time. It's really hard to explain. And my gut, it's very rarely wrong. Not like I'm going to go bet the farm on it or whatever. But my gut was screaming at me that the Eagles are going to win this game. I admit, I thought it was going to be a closer game. I gave the prediction of 37-47 Eagles. I guess I gave the Chiefs too much credit. I mean, I always took the Chiefs as an automatic win when I would be doing football pools and stuff like that, So it was wonderful to see them choke. It was wonderful to see them sad. It was wonderful to see them cry. I felt like Cartman in that one episode where I wanted to be like, oh, let me taste your tears. Let me taste your tears, Scott. Your tears taste so good. When Cartman cuts the guy's parents up and puts them in the chili. OG classic South Park episode. My bad. Anyways, I just had to make this video. I got to represent for the Eagles, man. They're my team. They've been my team since I've been a little fucking kid. This is nothing new to me. This isn't stuff I went out and got and fucking whatever. I don't even know where I got this from. This is actually pretty sick. This is the exact one and everything. But literally, McNabb, I was there. Vic, I've been Eagles. That's what it's been, and that's what it's gonna be. Just like the Bills have their mafia and whatever. I'm Eagles mafia. I know it's not a thing or whatever, but that's the way that I feel. And there's just something about Philly sports in general, whether it's hockey, whether it's baseball, whether it's football, it's special, man. It's special that I don't think it's this special everywhere else. I could be wrong, I could be biased, I don't know, but there's just something really fucking special about Philadelphia sports, and I love it. I love that I can feel my blood from the East Coast coursing inside of me when something like this is happening, and I could not be happier. I had a really shitty 2024, and this is the best thing that I can think of that is something that is excitable and a good thing and is something to be happy about. So shout out to the Eagles. They deserved they were the better team won. The team who wanted it more won. Hungry dogs run faster. And we were fucking starving, like Jalen Hurts said. So I'm going to cut it here, and because I could just keep going on and on and on. But I just wanted to list off a couple things, a couple milestones, whatever. And, shout out to everybody. If you're watching this, if you're an Eagles fan, if you're any kind of fan, if you're a fan of my channel, of my stories, I appreciate you. Even if you're not, even if you have opposing views, whatever, like I'm open. Not a person that's shut off to the world or something. Like I'm down to conversate and whatnot, So, anyways, I'm gonna log off before I start rambling too hard, and peace.